German car, German track. Terrible launch. Not the start we wanted, but we're out. Using that second gear. That Honda S2000. Looks a bit like it. Oh, Civic, man. His strategy that was. So the S2000 looks to make a move on the inside. Quite difficult to chat and to race at the same time, but we'll do our best here. Might be a bit of the head down stuff while we try and navigate this early race traffic. Oh, it's that second gear again. That's my fault. That's my fault. Need to send the apology for that. It does accelerate well out the corner. Basically put it in park there. S2000's looking quite convincing up front, I have to say. Racing well so far. I think that second gear for me needs some adjustment, like I adjusted sick that the last course. That Civic behind is just asking some questions at the moment. Just got to keep him back there as much as I can. It's difficult trying to manage these corners with that second gear where it is. I use it as a handbrake turn there. Not quite what it's for, but there's the trick there. Drop down into third as we come around here. This is where I'm going to struggle, I think. Maybe my weakest bit of the course. Fair enough, using a bit of muscle. Not sure what that is. Toyota. The starter car's an underground too. Civic is still with me, still wants in on the podium debate. Using some muscle now. Oh dear, the car just wobbled there and the Civic's gone through. He's been asking for it for a while. He's finally made the move. Someone's pinned off into the sand trap over there. That's classic rules of play. I've got to try and hope one of these guys makes a mistake now. Try and manage the chicane as best we can. Oh dear, just it's when you catch the track like that, it just sucks you towards it. Difficult to unpick that once your wheels go over that precipice. It's hard to pull it back, but we seem to have managed that as best as we could in the situation, and we might be able to just have our podium position back here, which is a surprise given how we ended that lap. I'm going to use the engine braking. The second gear is actually going to help us now. Civic is trying to push me towards the grass, so you've got to give me some room, bro. Just get the inside. I've probably just gone in a bit too hot there. And what's happening up front with those lead cars? Oh dear, making a bit of a shunt there from the Civic. Still managed to trump him out of that turn there. Just got to not twitch again like we did on the last lap, which gave him that opportunity to go through. Was the lap before? I'm not quite sure. So we look on for P3, and it looks like the car behind is also on a substantial penalty for some of that contact, so... Oh dear, oh dear. Actually hurt my wrist a bit, that did. Don't know what this guy's doing. Still want to play into it if I can help it. Dickhead. I don't understand some people in this game, like, I've made a couple of mistakes this game, but I'm not being a dick like that. It's not really very sportsmanlike at all. It's also the guy who did not mute his mic. Just laying music down the microphone. 7 seconds worth of penalties. Tell you what, my wrist fucking hurt after that contact. Need to also watch my tongue when I'm streaming, so apologies for that. Just imagine the be aware of him as he comes. He's obviously going to try some kind of dick move here. Don't really know what I can do to get out of this. Not a huge amount. Just use that slip rate. Sounds a bit tight getting penalised for that. Well, we've got a podium there, so I'll take that. Interesting race. Just can't believe the amount of contact we had to manage there. And I don't really know why I got penalised for that at the end. That seemed a bit harsh. I know I went off track and had to manage that, but I knew that guy was coming at me like a missile, so difficult one to navigate for sure. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's try not to bin it into the sand straight away. Contact doesn't help though, does it? Just managed to catch it there. Just gonna let that Civic go. Just what I was talking about. Felt under pressure from the Civic and just gave him the space. Instead of defending, it just felt like he was able to push me off then, if he wanted to. Not the best line there. Civic is doing interesting things. He's gone. Picked up quite a nasty penalty for that collision, but I'm feeling a bit aggrieved because I didn't really have anywhere to go. I slammed on the brakes, but it would have been a shame in trying to run a competitive race for a long time now and finally get the opportunity and the guy in front bins it. Toyota at the back. It's got some good pace through the hairpin. Stay with him. Can I go past him? This could be a chance, you know. wide. There's 2 cars right behind as well. Becoming the hunted now. Just take one of these, makes a mistake. Oh, like that, that'll do. It's like I summoned that. Oh, we've got Toyotas off as well, so we just come back. Civic has gone through. Just got to keep our heads screwed on now. All sorts of things happening, and I've just managed to keep my head out of it for the time being, so didn't realise in 4th gear then. The margin for error is just so finite. Oh. Oh dear, oh dear. Happy turn there. Toyota's on the way back. Just feeling the pressure now. Just going to let him go. I'm running out of room there to work with, and I don't want to hit the grass because that could... Yeah, I'd rather just bide my time and wait for him to make the error. I think the win is slipping away, but you know, a podium's definitely within reach here if we can just keep our head screwed on. Talk about the pressure now. This is where you start to feel it. I can't imagine what it must be like to race cars in real life, because this is, you know, this is pressure. Guy out front, he's got a 4.5 second penalty there. I know I've got 2.25, but it does make me wonder if I push, could I just clinch it? I don't think it's going to be on, but it's not completely impossible. But with the session as it's been so far, you know, this is going to be one of the best runs. Just trying to be a bit conservative now. We're coming towards the end of the race. Just 3 laps to go. Definitely made a big improvement with that 2nd gear tuning change. Just gives me a bit more of a chance to navigate those tighter, slower turns successfully. Gosh, this is just going to give my controller some input just so it doesn't switch off now. Last thing I want now is the sound to go. It's going to be a bit slow out of the end of the lap there. Toyota's got to be back there somewhere. Just be good to hold on to this podium. There's 2 cars coming. Come on, hold it, hold it, hold it. That has opened the door. Big mistake there. Cost me a lot of time. And with my penalty as well, having cars that close, could that have been the moment where it slipped away? Just feel the pressure now really getting... I'm surprised that Toyota's in this race really. It's made some big errors. just goes to show how much pace it has when it wants to. It's just giving me some contact now, pushing me wide, just really fighting to keep the car there. That was very tight. Currently I'm not in a podium position though, taken into account the penalty. Just got to hope that a mistake comes now from behind. I mean, there's 2 cars there, so maybe something will... It's a real fight now. So close. Coming on the home straight for a final time. Let's see what's... Just kind of stop paying attention to what's happening behind. Let's just get it across the line. It looks like we might have done a P3 once that penalty is taken in. Yeah, P3. Whew. It's a shame about that error on, I think, lap 7 or 8. I think it was lap 7. But we kept it on the road, and actually that's a good old result given some of the results we've had so far, and a really good one to end on.